How much skincare would you say you own? If you're anything like me, you own way too much. And since I suspect I'm going to get at least some for my Christmas, and if I don't, there's a few brands bringing out products that I'm dying to try, I had to do a declutter video because I have got so much skincare, it's disgusting. I've got no space on my bedside cabinet, it's on my floor, it's in my units, it's everywhere. So today I'm going to be showing you what I'm decluttering, and I'm going to be telling you why. This morning I pulled out about 70% of my skincare. The rest of it is stuff that I use every single day and I knew I wasn't going to declutter. The rest is in drawers and boxes waiting to be reviewed. In the end, I pulled out this entire box to be decluttered. So I'm going to go through this as fast as possible because otherwise I'm going to be sitting here all day. Right, I've basically just tipped that whole box out and tried to put it into some sort of categories so that I can get through this a lot faster. Here we go. The first product is this Dr. Jart Goodnight face mask. Now, when I say I'm decluttering this, I'm actually going to give this to somebody because I've only used this about 4 times and it's still practically full. And it's not that this is a bad product, right? It says here that the RRP is $7.99 and I paid $5.99. When I found this online, I think it was nearer £13. And it isn't a bad product, right? But when I wear a face mask, I like to feel like my face is full of water, like it's just so moisturised. And this isn't a moisturising face mask, it doesn't claim to be. It's for firming, and although I think it's a good product, I've got so many face masks to use, I'm not going to go back to this, and so I'm just going to give it to somebody else who will find more use for it. Next is this Clarins Booster Energy. Now this is not a cheap product, right? I got it at a reduced price in TK Maxx, but when you put this on, it's supposed to make you glowy. And you mix it in with your moisturiser, like 1 or 2 drops, and it's supposed to give you like a glow from within look. But honestly, it just makes you shine, like actually really shine, almost to the point where you look oily or sweaty. Now, sometimes during the day if I've not got work, I wear oil on my face, right, and obviously when you touch it, it's like greasy. But when you put this on, it makes it really shiny, and when you touch it, it's not greasy, it doesn't wipe off or anything. But your face is just so shiny. It's not a glow from within. You look as if you've just been to the gym and you're just sweating all over the place. Instead of this, I use the Forever Illuminating Gel. And this is really good if you just want a natural glow. And it also evens out the skin tone. When I first read that, I didn't actually think it was going to. But I used to have quite bad pigmentation here. And it's really going away. And part of that will be because of this, as well as other products that I use. But this is a lot cheaper than this product, and so I'm probably not going to go back to this, so this needs to go in the bin. I've got these Revolution Hydrating Essence Sprays. I wanted these for ages, right? So what I gather from an essence is you put it on before anything else in your face, and it just gives you a little bit more moisture. But I've already got like a 5-step skincare routine just in the morning. That's not even include what I do at night. I don't really have a need for essence. And another problem with these is they smell really nice, right? Like they smell really fresh and nice. And that's obviously because of the amount of fragrance that's in them. I use products that have got fragrance in them, but it's not as high up as these. These are just like pure perfume or body spray. And I really don't think that they can be that good for your skin. And although I like the smell of them, I don't really think that they're going to be adding anything to my skincare, and so for that reason I'm going to have to be putting these in the bin. That being said, these do smell really nice. You could probably spray these on your chest or something, but I've got quite bad wrinkles on my chest and I'm using a new product to try and get rid of them. So even for me, I wouldn't even be able to do that, and I feel like this is a bit of a waste because I don't think it's a particularly bad product. It's just not really suitable for me. I'm not sure how to say this brand, but it's Cores or Chorus. I'm not actually sure. But I had a snake venom one of this before and I absolutely loved it. When I went online to buy it, it was like £50 and I thought, I'm not paying that for a cream, right? It's good, but it's not that good. So I got this one in TK Maxx on sale for £2.50. When I seen this at £2.50, I thought, oh my god, I'm going to get that. I've used that brand before. It was amazing. But then when I got this, oh my god, it stinks. It stinks so badly, and see once you've put it on, you can still smell it. It doesn't go away. You wake up in the morning and you can taste it. It's absolutely horrific. Now, to be honest, I haven't used this that many times. Normally when I review a product, I use it until it's finished, or I use it for weeks and sometimes months before I give it a review. But I couldn't continue to use this. It just smells so bad. And the thing that's confusing about it is it's got perfume in it, right? When you look at the ingredients, there is a lot of like flower extract and stuff like that, which is obviously going to make it smell bad. But the perfume on this, it's about a third of the way up. Actually, it's about a quarter of the way up, the ingredients. And I don't understand why the perfume is so high up, but it smells so bad. Like, did they deliberately make it smell like this? It doesn't make any sense to me. This could be a good product, but the smell just makes me sick and it has to go in the bin. Next on the list is this Pipe and Rock Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Now, honestly, this is a good product, and the only reason that I'm even decluttering this is because it's basically empty and the pump on it's broke. I'll probably actually use this tomorrow and just put it on my hand and pat it into my skin, but I'm decluttering it just because it's basically empty. But instead of using this now, I use this Forever Hydrating Serum, and oh my god, right, this is amazing. It's quite expensive, it's £34, but I can tell you this, I can't live without this product now. It is so just the best hyaluronic acid serum I've ever used. This is a good product, right? It's a lot cheaper than this. So if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, then this would be a good one to try. But if you're willing to spend a bit more money, then I recommend the Forever Aloe Vera one. While we're on the subject of Forever products, I have bought a lot over the past few months, and I'm going to be reviewing them all in the upcoming weeks. And honestly, I've liked all of them except this, the Aloe Moisturizing Lotion. Now, this isn't cheap, right? I think this, I can't remember exactly how much it is, but it's either like £12 or £15. So I've loved all the other products so far, so I thought this was going to be really amazing. And honestly, it's not. Like, it's not even impressive to any degree. When you put it on, it's really, really thick, and it takes ages to rub in. You probably can't even see that, but it takes ages to rub in. It doesn't feel nice on the skin. You don't put this on and go, oh my god, I feel so soft. Like, when I spend £15 on a moisturiser, I know that's not a lot of money to a lot of people, right? But it's a lot to me. £15 on a moisturiser, you could get Neutrogena Hydro Boost for that. And when you put that on, you can feel it doing its job. But this doesn't. This was just a total waste of money. I mean, obviously when you're reviewing products, you're going to find some that you don't like, right? But I was just so shocked because all of these products that I've tried, I've loved. So for this to be so just, it doesn't do anything. It really just doesn't do anything. Not for me anyway. I'm actually sitting here grudging the fact that I have to put this in the bin because of how much it cost. But as you've seen, I've got so many other skincare products, and I know that I'm not going to go back to use this. And I've only used this about, 8 times. And I'm going to put it in the bin. It's practically full, right? I should probably just give it to somebody. But I can't continue to use it because it's just not doing anything for me whatsoever. This is another product that I bought on sale at TK Maxx, and this was a ridiculously low price, right? But I thought I would give it a chance because I wanted to do a TK Maxx skincare review, and this is supposed to smell like oranges. This is another cream that it takes ages to rub in, and the smell is so overpowering. Now, obviously it tells you on it that it smells like oranges, right? So you're expecting it to have perfume in it. But it doesn't even smell like fresh citrus orange. It smells like granny soap. Like in the 80s when they used to have orange soap. And it was a smell of oranges that doesn't even exist. Like, somebody's just made this smell up. It's not nice. And because of the amount of fragrance that's in it, when I've got it on my face or on my arms, in my mind I feel like it's drying my skin out. It's probably not, right? It's just a psychological thing. But as you can see, I've not used a lot of this. I have used it a good few times, I gave it so many chances. I tried just putting it on my arms, I could smell it. I tried just putting it on my legs and I could still smell it. It's too fragranced and it's not good. I can't remember how much this cost, but I know that it wasn't a cheap product. I didn't pay a lot of money for it, but I just can't continue to use this. It's crap, honestly, it's just crap. This Revolution Peel Off Glitter Face Mask, it says here it's got plastic free glitter. I bought this on sale on Beauty Bay, kinda not expecting much from it, and I was right because it really doesn't do anything. The glitter's just for show, obviously, it's not going to do anything, but when you peel it off, your face doesn't feel any better. You feel like you still need to moisturise. It's got hyaluronic acid, but it doesn't make you feel like you've had a hyaluronic acid mask on. It doesn't peel off your blackheads like other peely masks. I don't really see the point in it. I don't advise anybody to buy this. I don't really see the point in it at all. It's alright maybe if you're on Instagram and you want to take photos with a glittery mask on, but even then it doesn't really look that good. I'm sure I've got a picture of me wearing this and it's still not anything impressive. I have got a full drawer of face masks to review, and I know for a fact that I'm not going to go back to this because it doesn't make me feel anything. I've used this 3 times and that was 2 times too many. Right, I really don't know how to say this brand, but I've got 2 products here. I've already featured this on one of my TK Maxx skincare reviews, and as I said at the time, this doesn't have clear instructions, right? This is an expensive product. When I was in Vegas, this was like $80 or more expensive than that, and when I pulled out the instruction manual, I read the box, I looked it up online, and it wasn't clear what this was. It's Black Forest Pure Intensive Serum. Intensive what? Like, at what stage in my routine am I supposed to put this on? Obviously you put serum on first, but it doesn't really tell you what it's supposed to do, and I just don't have a clue what it's meant to do at all. I've used most of this bottle, right, so I did give it a good chance, and it smells nice and it feels nice when you put it on your skin, but other than that, I don't understand it. Like, it feels nice when you're rubbing it in and everything, but I didn't see any change in my skin. Obviously, my skin's already in excellent condition, right, so there's not really that much that can improve, but it just doesn't give me enough information. And when I'm doing my skin routine, I need to know exactly what something is, because there's certain skincare products that you're not supposed to mix. It doesn't really tell me if it's better to use it during the day or at night, or if I should use it with other products from this brand. It doesn't tell me anything. The packaging's nice and it feels nice when you put it on. That's where it ends. I bought this for TK Maxx, so I didn't pay full price for it, but it still wasn't cheap. I think it was still maybe over a tenner at least, and I don't see the point in it. I'm glad that I didn't buy it when I was in Vegas, because when I seen it I thought it was going to be amazing and it just completely let me down, and it's going in the bin. This cream is the same brand, and once again, this is not a cheap product, right? And when I bought this, it was either $12.99 or $14.99, which is still not cheap. It's nowhere near the price that you would actually pay for it. When I first got this, I was really impressed with it, honestly, because I used to have this Nivea cream that was like Nivea Satin Sheen or something, and when you put it on, it made you shimmery. And people used to always say, oh, you look dead healthy, or you look beautiful, or you look glowing. And it wasn't glittery, but it just made you shimmer a tiny little bit, and I loved it. And it got discontinued. So I've always been looking for something to take over that product. So when I got this, I thought this was it. I don't know if you're even going to be able to see that. 2 seconds to turn the light down. I don't know if you can even see that, but there's like little tiny gold flecks in there. And it's not like glitter, right, because I've got friends who absolutely detest glitter. And if I had glitter on, they wouldn't let me anywhere near them. And when you're standing talking to people, I wore this in work, and I went round and I was saying to people, what do you think of my skin? And nobody even noticed that it was like shimmery until they were really close. And it does make your skin look really pretty, right? So I thought, yes, I've found a moisturiser that makes me shimmery, and it doesn't smell that bad, right? It's not got a nice smell. But if you look in there, I don't know, turn this light down again. If you look in there, it actually looks like little mustard seeds that are in it. So it looks like little seeds, and then when you rub them into your hand, they break apart and they turn into that gold shimmer, which is great, right? Really, like, I mean, you can pick out as many of the wee gold seeds as you want and make your skin as gold as you like. And it seems like a really good product, but the problem is, I used this for about 3 weeks, right? As you can see, there's not a lot, you don't need a lot. I was kind of just picking out the wee gold balls and like spreading them on my face. You don't need a lot of this, right? But as far as moisturiser goes, it's not moisturising. Pretty much every single time that I used this, I found myself in work and I was standing thinking, my face doesn't feel moisturised. Like, it didn't feel dry. But because of the amount of moisturiser and face products that I use, I always feel full of moisture. So for the amount of skin products that I use, my face always feels full of moisture. And when I walk about, I don't think about it because I just feel good. But I was standing one day in work and I thought, oh my god, I actually need to moisturise. I had to take my hand cream out and put it in my face because I just felt that instant feeling of like needing to be moisturised. Now, I considered keeping this, right, to maybe put on my legs if I wear a skirt or a dress, which is almost never, to make my legs a little bit shimmery. But let's face it, nobody's even going to notice that. If they don't notice it in your face, they're not going to notice it in your legs. And I'm just going to be keeping this because I don't want to chuck it out because it cost me £15. And I'm not going to be buying anything else from this brand ever again. It's a shame because it really is, it is kind of what I was looking for in some ways. It's nice and shimmery, but it's not moisturising and it's not doing me any favours whatsoever, so I need to put it in the bin. This product from The Ordinary might come as a surprise that I'm decluttering this, but this is azelaic acid. I have seen so many reviews on this that are amazing. That was why I bought it, right? I actually went out my way just to go to Boots just to buy this. That's all I left the house for. And I couldn't wait to try it, and people were saying, oh, it's really good and I use it all the time and it's one of the best products that I've got. I don't know where I'm going wrong with this, right? But no matter what I do with this, it's as if like it rolls off my skin. You know how like if you've got dead skin or if you've not exfoliated and you put makeup on and it rolls off your face? Or you know how like rubber shavings? That's what it's like. It just comes off my face. And I watched so many videos on this to see if you can use it with hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, retinol, like whatever, right? Because I wanted to make sure that I was using it with the right products. And I was watching reviews and other people were saying that they were using it with these things and it was totally fine. So I don't understand why it just rolls off my face. So then I thought maybe I'm using too many products with it, right? And I want to give this a fair chance. So I used this with moisturiser, just this with moisturiser, and it's still done it. Now, I never leave the house and only use one product and one moisturiser. That is unheard of, right? Like, I'm all about layering the products on my face. And then a couple of days later I used it with a different moisturiser, and a couple of days later I used it with a different moisturiser again, and it just rolls off my face. I don't get it. I don't understand at all. Like, I've just put loads of products on this hand, right, so it's all rolling off. Anyway, that's exactly what this does when it's on your face. It smells nice, right, it does take a wee bit of rubbing in, but I really don't want to throw this out because it's got such good reviews, but for me, I just don't get it. Unless I was going to use this on its own with no moisturiser, let's face it, that is not going to happen, right? Then it's a shame to throw this out because so many people like it, but I just walk about and it ends up with me like black like dots all over me. It's horrible, it's just horrible. This Dr. Lip Miracle Balm is an absolute scam and a half, right? I paid $3.99 for this. The RRP is £14, and when I looked it up online, it was anywhere between £12 and £16. Now, you're probably going to know that I've got a lip balm addiction, right? Years ago I used the lip balm and I used it so much because it kept making my lips dry, and now my lips don't produce their own moisture, so I have to use lip balm every day, right? I use more than one Carmex a week. So the only lip balms that I use is either Carmex or this aloe vera lip stuff. And the reason I don't use this that much is because it's £3 and you get half the amount in than Carmex. But Carmex is one of my favourites. So the price of Carmex is maybe £3, right? But I normally buy it for B&M's or Home Bargains when it's like $1.50. So this was $3.99, right? And I was grudging paying that. But I thought I'll buy it and do a review, as I do with a lot of things. And it's a joke. It's an absolute joke. Now I'm going to try to be fair to this product, right? Because if you're not like me and you don't need lip balm every 3 seconds of your life, it's probably going to feel like a good product. But this is 15 mils and this is 10 grams. I paid $3.99 for this. The actual price is about £14. The actual price of this is £3 and I normally pay £1.50. So you do get quite a bit more in this, right? So if you're buying it for TK Maxx, $3.99 might not seem that expensive. But the problem with this is the ingredients is 100% lanolin. When you go online, you can buy lanolin. You can buy a tub, a big massive tub of it for like a £5 or £6. Now if you had to take a wee Vaseline tub, you could refill it. Now you might think that that's stingy or whatever, but why would you pay £16 or £14 for this when you can buy a big massive tub and just put it into a smaller jar or whatever? It makes no sense to me. I understand that some people don't want to just refill up a jar because they think it's champy, but it's just a waste of money to me. How they can even charge £14 for this is ridiculous. When I've got this on my lips, it doesn't feel bad. As you can see, I've used it all, right? But when I've got this on my lips, I don't feel like it's fine. I need to apply it a lot more than Carmex because Carmex just gives me the feeling, you know, like the tingle feeling, so I can feel it on my lips. This genuinely just feels like Vaseline. It doesn't feel any better than Vaseline. And if you're going to buy this, just don't. Just go on eBay or go on Amazon or whatever and just buy a big massive tub of it for like a £5. Technically, it's not a bad product, right? I'm being a bit unfair, but it's a waste of money, and I suggest that you just buy a big massive tub of it online, and that's all I've got to say about that. This next selection is all hand cream, right? I'm not going to go through them all individually, but I've got these 3 here, and then I've got these 2. Now, what I will say about this one, I can specifically remember using this one. This is absolutely stinking, right? I don't like the smell of shea butter anyway, but it's so bad. Shea butter and almond oil hand cream. No, if you like the smell of shea butter overpowering your entire existence, then you might like this. Oh no, it's so bad. That's going in the bin just because it smells horrific. As for the rest of these, excluding this one, these aren't actually that bad. But when it comes to hand cream, I've obviously got some sort of psychological problem, right? Because I use hand cream constantly. I need to feel moisturised constantly. And I realise that that's an issue, right? But when it comes to hand cream, the only hand cream that exists to me is Neutrogena Hydro Boost. I've got a big massive like Neutrogena Hydro Boost body lotion, which sometimes I use at night as hand cream. And to me it feels exactly the same. I've not got it here at the moment, otherwise I'd show you it, but it's like a big massive tub like this, and you just squirt it, and it saves me from looking for this at night. I just reach over the end of my bed and go like that and rub it into my hands. Neutrogena Hydro Boost is the best hand cream in existence, and if there's no Neutrogena Hydro Boost available at the time and I've ran out, one that's also acceptable is the Johnson's Pink Hand Cream, which they normally sell in Poundland. But when it comes to hand cream, this is really the pinnacle. There's no point in me keeping all these other hand creams when they're just inferior. They're just going to sit in a drawer and expire. And this is the one for me forever. Next we have face masks. And with the exception of this one, I've basically used all of these. I've maybe got like 1 or 2 left in each packet. But as I mentioned before, I've got a full drawer of face masks to review. Most of them are Dr. Jart. These weren't bad face masks at all. I got these from TK Maxx and I really enjoyed all of these actually. I think these two are hyaluronic acid ones and this is like a Pearl Essence one, which was really good. Particularly since I only paid like £2 for it. When it comes to face masks, if you watch this channel, you will know that the ultimate face mask that has ever existed, in my opinion, is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost one. And this is the hyaluronic acid mask. I've got a video of me comparing all the Neutrogena face masks, and this is the best. I can't even express to you how amazing this is. They used to sell these in Tesco, and I used to buy them when they're on sale, but they don't sell them there anymore. And the last time I seen them, they were on Amazon, and for a pack of them it was like £30 or £40, and I'm going to be buying that, because even though I've got all these other face masks to review, sometimes when I just really need my face to feel amazing, this is what I use. I couldn't speak any higher of this. Out of 10, I give this an 11.5. Now I know that this is a declutter video, but if you're out there looking for a face mask that just makes you feel amazing and refreshed and hydrated and spectacular, this is it. This is it. Like, there isn't really a point in me reviewing any other face masks because this is it. But, you know, there might be something out there that blows my mind even more than this, so this is why I keep searching. But to be honest, this is just the best face mask I've ever used in my life. This face mask is from B&M's and it was £1, and I bought this as part of my B&M face mask review video, which I've not done yet. But I know that some people say you get what you pay for, right? And I don't really agree with that, because I think that you get a lot of amazing products at low prices, and particularly when you buy them on sale or you get them on special or whatever, right? But you can get cheap products that are amazing. Like Poundland used to sell this hand cream that I loved and it got discontinued, and that was £1. It was £1 for two actually, right? And it was absolutely amazing. But this is so bad. Like these gel masks, I don't know if you've used one before, like it looks all fancy in there and it's like, oh, it's all blue and it hydrates your face. No, it doesn't, right? You've got it on and it just peels off your face. I might have a video or a picture of me wearing this. It's not comfortable to wear. When you peel it off, your face doesn't feel any more moisturised than what it did before, and it's just not good. I bought this to use and I used mine, and me and my friend were going to do one, but after I put this on they didn't even want to use it because it was just that crap. This Derma V10 cream isn't bad, right? I think that this was from Poundland, and my hand cream that I used to use was Derma V10, so I thought this was going to be really good. And honestly, this isn't a bad product, right? It's like £1 and it's fine. I don't like the fact that the ingredients or whatever isn't on the packaging when you take it out of the box, because people are going to throw their boxes away, and it's important to see the ingredients on things. Obviously it's just cheap packaging, do you know what I mean? It's just for Poundland. But this isn't bad, right? See, if you're absolutely skint and you need moisturiser, you need a night cream or whatever, buy this because it feels nice on the skin and everything. But I have got so many other night creams in there to use that are better. Obviously they're amazing, right? And this is just going to sit there and it's just going to expire, and it's just a waste having it sitting there. Like I say, it's not a bad product, it's just not good enough for me to substitute any of my other products. This is the CN Night and Day Anti-Wrinkle Cream, and when I say I'm decluttering this, I'm actually going to give these to a friend. I haven't even opened these yet. If you're not familiar with CN, it's a Lidl brand, and it's supposed to be a cheaper version of other well-known creams. I've already reviewed one that's supposed to be like Neutrogena Hydro Boost, and although it was similar to it, right, I've done a comparison video. Although it was similar, it felt similar and everything, it just had way more perfume in it, and I didn't really like the smell of it that much. And if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of money and you want to use Neutrogena Hydro Boost but it's too expensive, it is a good alternative to try. But I didn't even open these because I've got so many other creams in there that are amazing, right? Obviously I've not even gave these a chance. But when you look at the ingredients on this, the perfume is less than halfway down. Now that is way too much fragrance. I haven't even opened these to smell them. Do you know what? I'm just going to open one right now and smell it because I need to give it some sort of review. And I can't even because I'm going to give it to a friend and it's sealed. I don't know what I was expecting. But these are going to get put to use, just not by me. And I feel like they've been sitting in my room for long enough, and if I haven't used them by now, I'm not going to use them. But they will get put to use because I'll be giving them to somebody, so it's not a complete waste. Right, good news, we're almost at the end. So the next thing is this Absolute Care Rosehip Oil. This is a fine product, right? As usual, I got it from TK Maxx. And I've had this for over a year now, and I have used quite a lot of it. But one of the only reasons, I've used more than half. The only reason I'm decluttering this is because since buying this, I now use a natural organic pressed rosehip oil, which cost a bit more. And I could probably give this to somebody, because when I drip it onto my face, I don't touch my face with it or anything. And it's an absolutely fine product. I just use another one now that's better. This is the final product in the pile, and I've left this to last because I actually don't know if I'm going to declutter this or not. I used this for about 2 weeks. As you can see, there's not really that much out of it. And I felt like when I was putting this on, it didn't make my skin feel any different. It didn't make it look any different. This isn't a cheap product, right? And I think I did pay about £15 for this as well. But it's got these wee gold flakes in it, right? So it's like, oh, fancy and everything. When I bought it, it was sealed in the box and I didn't get to open it to see it. But when you rub it into your skin, the gold completely disappears. It doesn't make you shimmery. It doesn't really have a smell, actually. It feels nice when you rub it in. But the gold, to me, just seems like a gimmick. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Now, I understand that gold is good for your skin or whatever, right? And when I was using this, I was using it with that other moisturiser with the wee gold flakes in it. So I think that because of how my skin was feeling with that moisturiser, it was putting me off this. But actually, now that I see how much I've used, I really don't think I've gave it a fair chance. And as I say, it feels nice when you rub it into your skin and everything. And maybe the gold flakes don't actually do anything, right? But it's a complete shame for me to throw this out for no reason when I haven't really gave it a chance. I think what I'm going to do is use this for the next few weeks in places some of my other serums that I use, and see if it makes a difference, or see if I even feel moisturised, or I might even use it at night because it's an anti-aging product. So I'm not going to declutter this, I'm going to give it another chance. So finally, that is everything. Let me know in the comments if you've used any of these products before and what you thought of them. Did you see me decluttering anything that you think is a really good product? Also, let me know if there's any skincare products that you use that absolutely blow your mind that you think I should try. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. During the week, I'm also going to be doing an eyeshadow declutter video because I think I'm going to be getting new eyeshadow and I have got no space for it. So the time has come to just put some in the bin and let go and move on. Thanks for watching. Bye.